No estaba grabando y tengo que grabar. Sorry. Yeah, we listen this conversation. We listened this conversation yesterday about someone recommended a museum. Then
Page 89.
we start with the passive voice. And we said that most sentences are in the active voice. Sometimes we speak every day, we talk every day using the active voice. Most of the times, most of the times. And the active voice, the subject of a sentence, the subject of a sentence performs the action of the verb. In the passive voice, the receiver, in the passive voice, the receiver of the action is the subject. Vean cómo cambia. Primero en la activa, el sujeto hace la acción, ¿verdad? Hace. Y ya cuando hizo esta acción, lo que hizo, pues esta acción pasa al inicio y se convierte en el subject, en la passive voice, the receiver. The receiver of the action is the subject. Lo que se hizo, ahora va a ser sujeto en el, ahorita lo vamos a ver, ¿verdad? Ayer vimos esto, active voice, subject, frank, aquí está el subject. Architect Frank Gehry designed. Es lo que hizo, ¿verdad? Diseñó. Architect Frank Gehry designed the Guggenheim Museum in Bilbao, Spain. Esto era, pero ahora cambia. Ven cómo the receiver of the action is the subject. Ahora se viene hacia acá, ¿verdad? En the passive voice, the Guggenheim Museum in Bilbao, Spain, was designed by architect Frank Gehry. And we said that we are going to form the passive voice with a form of be and the past participle. Vamos a formar la voz pasiva con cualquier forma del verbo to be y un pasado participio. Aquí lo hicimos en pasado. Diseñó, y aquí fue diseñado, ¿verdad? Was designed. Entonces aquí es pasado. Architect Frank Gehry designed, diseñó. Past, the Guggenheim Museum. The Guggenheim Museum was designed by. Así lo vimos el día de ayer y tuvimos algunos ejemplos con el passive voice. El vimos que era forma del be, are made, was built, has been shown, diferentes formas del verbo to be. But they say that it's common to use the passive voice when the performer, okay. Use a by phrase, dijimos que vamos a usar el by cuando fuera importante, when it was important to identify the performer of an action. When it's important to know who did the action, we're going to use the by phrase only. And yesterday, we read as, vimos esto y ya vamos a pasar a lo siguiente. We did these exercises and we saw when we don't use the by phrase. It's not necessary the by phrase. Look, oops, we have now a conversation. Look at the picture. Look at the, oh my gosh. Look at the picture and please tell me, Francesco, where are they? Where are these people?
The woman, I think, is a exhibitor in a gallery,
Okay,
and the man in blue is hearing about something.
maybe he wants something, but what about you, Raul? What do you think they are? What do you think they are talking about? What do you think
Well,
they're talking about?
I think I think the man in blue is asking to the seller about something he's looking for, maybe a piece of art, because it looks like they are in a art store.
Uh-huh. And look at the woman. What does she have in her hand?
Kind of bird.
What is kind of bird? Yeah, it's a kind of bird. Okay, we're going to check. We're going to listen what are they talking about. Read and listen to someone asking about an object. He's asking about an object, and we're going to check. Look.
Page 90. Conversation model. Exercise A. Read and listen to someone asking about an object.
Excuse me, what's this figure made of?
Wood. It's handmade.
Really? Where was it made?
Mexico. What do you think of it?
It's fantastic.
Look, now we know what are they talking about. Look, he said, excuse me, what this figure made of. Who speaks first? I didn't check.
Page 90. Conversation model.
Who
Exercise A. Read and listen to someone asking about an object.
Excuse me, what's this figure made of?
Wood. It's handmade.
Really? Where was it made?
Mexico. What do you think of it?
It's fantastic.
Okay, the woman is first. The woman is asking, excuse me, what's this figure made of? She wants to know what the figure is made of. And he says, wood is handmade. It's handmade. Really? Where was it made? Where? She needs to know. She want to know. Where was it made? Mexico. Do you think of it? What do you think of it? She says that this figure is fantastic. She is asking about an object. Okay. Very good. But I need to hear some, I need to listen to Jacob and Gloria. Gloria.
Yes,
Hello, Gloria. How are you?
Hi, teacher. Fine.
Okay, very good. Are you ready to read? Are you ready to interpret the woman?
Yes.
Okay, very good.
Yes.
And what about Jacob?
I'm okay. I'm
Okay,
ready.
we're going to do the intonation, the correct intonation when we see the signs, okay?
Okay, I am letter A.
Okay. Who's first? The woman is first.
Excuse me, what is this figure made of?
Wood. It's handmade.
Really? Where was it made?
Mexico. What do you think of it?
It's fantastic.
It's fantastic, vean que la mujer. It's fantastic. Very good. Thank you, Diana and Andres. Can you interpret these people, this conversation? Diana.
Yeah.
Diana. Is not Diana here?
Yes. Yes, I'm
Okay.
here. I'm sorry. The woman is asking
Yeah.
for the material of the figure.
Yeah, Diana, but you're going to read what the woman says. Letter A.
Okay. Excuse me. What's this figure made of?
Wood. It's handmade.
Really? Where was it made?
Mexico. What do you think of it?
It's fantastic.
Okay, you did the read very good. Good. Let's continue. Yesterday we started with passive voice, but we have different um, different tenses. Oh, sorry, different tenses. I was reading right there. Different tenses, and we say form the passive voice with a form of be. Form the passive voice with a form of be and the past participle of a verb. We have the active voice and the passive voice. Look in the active voice. Look at the tense. Simple present by present continuous is showing. Look, we have the different tenses, but we have the active and passive voice. Simple present. Can you read in the simple present, Andres, the active voice? Andres?
Yeah, I'm here. Art collectors buy famous paintings all over the world.
Art collectors buy famous paintings all over the world. Look, this is simple present in the active. In the active, we're using the simple present. Art collectors buy. Art collectors buy famous paintings all over the world. But if we change to the passive, remember, we're going to using the past participle, form of be, and the past participle. Gloria, can you read the passive voice of this sentence?
Yes, teacher. Famous paintings are bought by art collectors all over the world.
Look that the art collectors buy, this is the subject of the in the active, but in the passive voice, we change famous. Famous paintings are bought by art collectors all over the world. It changed. But what about in the present continuous? Is showing. Look, present continuous verb be and gerund. Can you read, please, Francesco, the active voice of the present continuous?
The film center is showing Kurosawa's films.
The film center is showing. The film center is showing Kurosawa's films. Look, you see the active voice in present continuous. Is like we talk as usual. The film center is showing Kurosawa's films, but in the passive voice, look, Kurosawa's. The film center is showing Kurosawa's films. Now we're going to start with Kurosawa's. Gloria, can you read this one? The passive or the present continuous?
Kurosawa's films are being shown at the film center.
Kurosawa's films are being shown. Kurosawa's films are being shown. Look at the active. The film center is. Now is showing Kurosawa's films. Kurosawa's films are. ¿Por qué nos cambia is de is a are? Because here is film center in singular. The film center is showing. The film center is showing Kurosawa's films. But now,
Kurosawa's
in
film
plural, Kurosawa's films are being shown. ¿Verdad? At the film center. Check that because then we have some exercises and we need to check it out. Present perfect. Raúl. Can you read the...
Some world leaders have bought Yu Hang's paintings.
Can you repeat?
Some world leaders have bought Yu Young paintings.
Okay, present perfect. Remember, have bought. Present perfect. Some world leaders have bought Yu Hang's paintings. This is the active. Active, have bought. But in the passive, Raúl?
Yu Hang paintings have been bought by some world leaders.
Okay. Yu Hang paintings have been bought. Have been bought. Okay. By some world leaders. Thank you. We have Rosaura, simple past. Look, designing, simple past. Active voice.
I am paid designed the Grand Pyramid at the Louvre.
I am paid designing the Grand Pyramid at the Louvre. Okay. Are in the passive, look, the Grand Pyramid. Thank you, Rosaura. Klaus. Can you read the passive in the simple past tense? Klaus. Klaus is not here. Jenny. Jenny.
Yes, teacher, yes.
Okay.
The Grand Pyramid at the Louvre was designed by IMPA.
The Grand Pyramid at the Louvre was designed. Look at the simple past. Was designed by IMPA. Very good. Past continuous. Past continuous. Abril. Can you read the past continuous in the active?
In 2010, the museum was selling copies of Monet's paintings.
Okay, in 2010, the museum was selling, past continuous, was selling copies of Monet paintings, but in the passive, remember that is a form of be and the past participle, sold, being sold, past continuous. Paola, sorry.
Yes, teacher. In 2010, copies of Monter paintings were began sold by the museum.
Okay, in 2010, copies of Monet's paintings were being sold, past continuous, were being sold by the museum. And the future with will, future. Monse, can you read the active in the future?
And Lee will direct a new film next year.
Okay, look, next year, future. Angeli will direct a new film next year, but in the passive,
A
Blanca.
new,
Okay, okay, Monse.
okay, sorry. A new film will be directed by An Lee next year.
Okay, a new film will be directed by Angeli next year. Good. And the future will be going to Blanca.
Yes, the Tate Modern is going to show Van Gogh's drawing next month.
Okay, that Tate Modern is going to show Van Gogh's drawings next month. But in the past voice, Caesar, Van Gogh
Van Gogh's drawings are going to be shown at the
Tate Modern.
At the Tate Modern next month.
Okay, look, passive are going, aquí in the active voice, is going to show, that Tate Modern is going to show, va a mostrar, va a exhibir, va a mostrar esto. Van Gogh's drawings are going to be shown, van a ser mostrados, van a ser en este lugar. Look that we have the different tenses in the active and in the passive. Remember, in the passive voice, we have a form of be and the past participle. Bought, shown, bought, designed, sold, directed, and shown. Okay? We have an exercise. Look, it's easy. It's only check what tense are we talking about. No pasa. Then says rewrite each sentence in the passive voice. Use the by phrase only if it is important to know who is performing the action. Now, yesterday we did a similar exercise using a phrase or not using the phrase. Look, rewrite the sentence. We're going to rewrite each sentence in the passive. Use a by phrase only if it is important to know who is performing the action. Look, we have 5 sentences. Please read it carefully because you are going to rewrite them in the passive. In the passive, someone stole the Mona Lisa in 1911. Paloma Picasso designed these pieces of silver jewelry. Someone will repair the sculpture when it gets old. People have paid millions of dollars of some of Van Gogh's paintings, and Frida Kahlo was painting these pieces while she was sick in bed. Look, and we are going to rewrite these sentences. The first one, check.
Me, teacher.
Who says? Lupita, ¿o quién dijo yo? I didn't check.
Yo.
Okay. Lupita, number 1. Someone stole the Mona Lisa.
Number 1. The Mona Lisa was stolen by someone in 1911.
Can you read again?
The Mona Lisa was stolen by someone in 1911.
Okay, but now we're going to rewrite it in
I
the past.
think
This is the
not is important. Say by someone.
okay, but okay, an example. This is someone stole the Mona Lisa in 1911, but but we're going to rewrite each sentence in the passive. How will be in the passive?
Was stolen. The Mona Lisa was stolen in 1911.
Yeah.
¿Cómo será dice que lo hagamos? Ay, está bien. Someone stole the Mona Lisa in 1911.
The Mona Lisa was stolen in 1911.
The Mona Lisa was, the Mona Lisa was
stolen
in
1911.
Okay, very good. What about the number 2? Paloma Picasso designed these pieces of silver jewelry. What is the subject now in the... Okay, Rosaura.
So gonna be these pieces of silver jewelry were designed by Paloma Picasso.
Okay, these pieces of silver jewelry were designed by Paloma Picasso. Very good. Number 3, someone will repair the sculpture when it gets old.
Me, teacher. The sculpture will be repaired when it gets old.
Can you repeat?
The sculpture will be repaired when it gets old.
It could be the sculpture will be repaired when it gets old. Okay, when the sculpture, we can say when, what is it? When the sculpture gets old, it will be repaired too. That's both are good. Yeah, very good. People have paid millions of US dollars for some of Van Gogh's paintings. People have paid millions of US dollars for some of Van Gogh's paintings. Millions?
I can. Van Gogh's paintings Van Gogh's paintings were paid millions of US dollars.
So people have paid millions of US dollars. How will be in the past? Millions of US dollars. Millions of US dollars.
Can I try?
Have what? Millions of US dollars have been paid. Have been paid for some of Van Gogh's paintings. Millions of US dollars have been paid. Have been paid for some Van Gogh's paintings. Okay? Or no?
Yes.
Yes?
No, yeah, but I tried to participate.
Okay. We're practicing. Frida Kahlo was painting these pieces while she was sick in bed. Frida Kahlo was painting? Frida Kahlo was painting these pieces while she was sick in bed. This is the active.
When Frida Kahlo was sick in bed.
Huh?
No. No, perdón.
I want to try.
Yeah.
This paintings was.
These.
I'm sorry. These pieces was painting.
These pieces
by Frida Kahlo.
Where is plural. These pieces were. These
pieces were
painted. Remember the participle. These pieces were painted
by Frida Kahlo when she was in bed.
By Frida Kahlo while
she was in bed.
Sick in bed. Yeah, that's right. These pieces were being painted. These pieces were being painted by Frida Kahlo while she was sick in bed.
Teacher, I have a question.
Yeah.
Can you repeat the four because I didn't hear.
Millions. Okay. Millions of US dollars have been paid for some of Van Gogh's paintings. Okay, we have that right here. Look.
Thank you.
The Mona Lisa. Oh. This is the number one. Someone stole the Mona Lisa in 1911. The Mona Lisa was actually stolen in 1911, or the Mona Lisa was stolen in 1911. Paloma Picasso designed these pieces of silver jewelry. These pieces of silver jewelry were designed by, okay? Someone will repair the sculpture when it gets old. Someone will repair the sculpture when it gets old. When the sculpture gets old, it will be repaired. It could be. And Raul says different, and it was very good too. People have paid millions of US dollars for some of Van Gogh's paintings. Millions of US dollars have been paid for some of Van Gogh's paintings. And Frida Kahlo was painting these pieces while she was sick in bed. These pieces were being painted by Frida Kahlo while she was sick in bed. Okay, remember we need to check, like in this part, the tenses. When are we going to do? It's easy, because if you check the active, we're going to change to the passive only with a form of be and the past participle. Okay, have been both present perfect and look. These are like that. Yeah. We need more practice. Sometimes it's so confused. Raul, how do you feel? Diana, Jenny, Abril, Paula, how do you feel? All of you.
Feeling good.
Yeah. Okay. I need to study. Okay. Okay. Remember that is only with practice. Only with practice we can do better. Very good. We have less time. Oh my gosh, what is that? Oh my gosh, what I'm doing. Okay, any question about that? Because we have a little bit time. We're going to connect maybe 20 minutes. Are you, how do you feel? Are you agree? Do you have time?
Yeah.
Yeah? Or someone?
I am free.
Yeah? Do you agree?
Yeah, no problem.
We have just 2 minutes, and I don't know if you need more practice. Do you need more practice? We can do some exercises and we finish the class. Agree?
Okay, teacher.
Please agree.
Okay.
Okay.
I agree.
Okay, see you in 1 minute with the same with the same password or the same. Okay, I'm going to finalize and see you in a minute, okay?
Yes.